Good. Okay. I am indeed. Before I get on, I'm going to say it again just in case I wasn't. My name is Pam. I live in Hammond, Indiana. I'm 53 years old. I'm starting a new endeavor with weight loss. So I'm going to Wicker Park that's in Highland, Indiana with my dog Ginger. We're going to go for a walk, and I invite you all to come along with me. It's not that far. Maybe a 10-minute drive, and then I will talk as I walk, and I will then I will put this up as fast as I can. I don't know how fast anybody watches it. I hope somebody does. My whole plan about this is to document weight loss and how difficult it is or how easy it goes. Right now I weigh I'm gonna say 260, but I know it's less than that. Okay, I lost 7 pounds last week. I am doing the Atkins diet right now. I am trying to lose weight. Really, I want to become a little thinner and easier to get around. My walking's getting a little bit slower. I know I get tired faster. It's I can't seem to do the things I want to do anymore, really, without stopping and catching my breath. And I'm not that old, I'm 53, but that's not that old. It seemed like it was old when I was young, but it doesn't seem so old now. I've always been overweight, except maybe one time in my life, except as a child. I was actually considered very thin as a child, as a small child. But then I gained weight and never really took it off except once, and I did it with the Atkins diet, and I took off maybe 50-60 pounds and looked really good. But that only lasted for a minute. Well, it maybe lasted 4 months, 5 months at best, and then I started gaining the weight back as usual, and got that back plus a little extra for just a reminder. I'm planning on having the gastric bypass. I guess it's called R&Y, gastric bypass, but I'm just going to say gastric bypass because I'm not really sure. I know I watch a lot of videos about it, but still don't know nothing. I'm looking forward to, getting a chance to have that, to maybe have some permanent weight loss. It's if anybody there is struggling with weight, it's very easy to gain weight. Very, very easy to gain weight. I had like this thing when I was younger, when I had young kids. The kids would go to school or go to bed at night. I would usually sit on the computer and just eat. And I would just buy candy, buy junk food all day long, eat it. And I noticed that lately, within the last 6 months, I was eating quite a bit more. Where I used to never finish my food, I was always finishing my food. My appetite has gotten bigger, and so it's really time to get a hold of it, because I'm morbidly obese, but I don't want to become super morbidly obese. That's a whole nother level, but it's all the same. Don't get me wrong, I'm not downing people who are. I at one time weighed 300 pounds, so I can't say at one time anytime recently, I weighed 130, 140. I can't say that, or under 200. I can't honestly say that. My weight is mostly my own doing. Well, it's all my own doing. I mean, I'm not gonna blame nobody because I made the food choices. I never cook, and I'm not a great cook. I'm really not. I'm fat. I want things done fast, and little to no effort, and I buy TV dinners. Even now, even so I'm supposed to be on this diet, I find myself still buying TV dinners, and I'm sure that's not going to be on my diet plan. Tomorrow I go see Friday I see a nutritionist, and tomorrow I have a stress test, which I'm kind of afraid of. I can't run. I can barely walk. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I really don't. It'll be a miracle if I make it 10 minutes. But I'm not going to think negative. I'm going to think positive. I can do it. And if I can't, they'll know. I'll tell them I can't do it no more. I'm going to have an echocardiogram, which I don't know what that tells them, but I guess tells them how my heart's doing. Other than that, life is good. I don't feel so compelled to eat every chocolate or every cake or every candy, but I'm not going to say I don't have the urge and I don't have the cravings for it, and because that would be a lie. I do have a craving for my junk. I love to eat junk food. I would go to Dunkin' Donuts and just order a medium or a large coffee with extra, extra, extra sugar and extra, extra, extra cream. You're not getting nothing but milk and sugar. And, but it was good. Or I would go to Fannie Mae, or get some candy from Fannie Mae at the grocery store and eat maybe a whole box, or candy in 2 or 3 days. And that's like maybe a pound or a half a pound. Have no problem eating Reese's, a bag, one of those larger size bags that you can get at Reese's. Had no problems eating a bag of those in 2 days, just keep going back. And cake, I like cake a lot. So those are the things I'm trying to give up, and it's not hard, but it is. When I'm upset, I want to eat, and here now I just can't eat like the way I normally would. So yeah, I guess it's a learning thing. You just have to stick to it and see what happens. I think the gastric bypass will work for me, but actually I can't depend on that as the only thing to lose weight. Sometimes I think maybe I should just try on my own without any help. No tools, no nothing. Just, get out there and exercise and eat better and, let the weight come off slowly. But, I think I want to hurry it up a little bit, and I don't want to do this if I'm going to gain the weight back. I've done that before. I lost a little bit of weight about 5 years ago. I lost maybe 50, 55 pounds. Got down pretty good. Was looking all right. I couldn't get under 200 pounds, but I got close to maybe 220, something like that. Maybe less, maybe more. But I was in a pretty good size, like 22. I was getting in at 22, and for some reason, well, any reason, I stopped dieting and, I started eating and ate to my heart's content. So that's not a wise thing to do either. So I guess it's just, you have to make your decisions if you want to lose weight, be healthy, and have a different way of life. It would be great to be able to buy clothes, not in the women's plus size, and, get the same kind of clothes I always buy, t-shirts or, things like that. I'd like to buy a shirt that looks decent, and I'd like to, I'm not saying I'm not going to wear dresses and nothing like that, but I'd like to just, one of my big things is go on an airplane and not feel like, okay, you got to get the extender. That's no joke. You got to have the extender because that ain't going to fit. Not on me. I'll tell you a story. Went to, tell you two stories. Went to Las Vegas once with my friend, and I could barely fit in that chair. And the guy was sitting next to me. No, this was coming back. I'm sorry. Coming back from my daughter's wedding. I could barely sit in the chair. I mean, the armrest was going up. The armrest was going up, sorry. And the guy next to me was kind of annoyed, but he was nice. He didn't say anything. And, I was just so embarrassed because I had the belt extender, but it didn't, my hips were too big to fit in the chair. So, that always kind of stuck with me. I want to be able to get into on an airplane and not have to have a belt extender and just fit into the chair comfortably. I don't want to be skinny mini or any like 110 pounds. That's not realistic. If I get to 150, I'll be happy. I'd be happy to be 150 pounds. It still might be considered heavy, but it's a lot lighter than I am today. So, that's where I'm at. I'm just trying to get motivated, do the right thing, have a good life, live, not worry about maybe one day you'll have a heart attack, because you're so overweight, or this is going to get you, because, I already got diabetes, and I'm having a few, problems with it, neuropathy on my feet, on my toes especially, and it's painful. I find I get little sores here and there, and you got to worry about them because, anything can get infected, then you're in trouble, especially on your feet. I don't have no sores on my feet, but, you got to be very careful. So that's, and I do want to look good. Let's say, truth, I want to look better. I'm not the most gorgeous thing in the world. I don't think I'll be the most gorgeous thing in the world. But I do think that if I lost weight, I would look better. I would be more healthy. And I could do more. I'll have energy to do more. So that's my goal. That's my thoughts. And, it's what I plan to do. So with that, I'm done for right now. Thank you for riding along with me. And we're going for a walk at Wicker Park. Bye.